As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tar Heels offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's taking the shot. Catch inside the 25. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Bringing the heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The Eagles offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going all right, and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
And the Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, UNC! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Speeding down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Eagles. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Got a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Oh, better look out. And he has a shot. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets... D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. A quick strike touchdown on top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Complete to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Looking down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got the tight end. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This Boston College offense has it working. Off play action on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. The hand to the running back. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again?
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's...
Touchdown, Boston College. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Punts it out of the air. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. The Tar Heels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind behind, you love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Finds his target down the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air. It's Whitaker. He slings it deep to the left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Rushes on him. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And this guy has been so important to this defense. The top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. It is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first. You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to throw. It's Whitaker. That's caught. It's Walton. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Boston College! They take the lead with the 6.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They took advantage of time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this is a defense that I think is really feeling themselves right now, especially after some of the good things they did in that first half. Getting a sack right away at the opening play of the third quarter, that's got to get the juices flowing. And you know after that, they're going to keep this pass rush coming.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Hauls it in at the 25. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Whitaker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Shotgun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. A nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Walton. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the handoff. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Whitaker. Here's the pressure. They get to him as he throws. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. The give to the back. Nice move there. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Boston College. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Barnes. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle, H. Barnes. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Tar Heels want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got his man across the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gonna look downfield again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. If they're going to pull to get this one back, they line up for the onside kick. They want that clock to run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hauls it in. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass.
Touchdown, Boston College! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We can kick them in the face.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Dropping back, it's Whitaker. Pocket breaking down. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.